Dream without determination and dedication is just a fantasy.
Ooh, that's good.
Accept yourself for who you are. And for anybody who's out there going, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, just find a sense of peace, find a sense of calm, and imagine it. Because at the very least, you will have a sense of hope in that moment. Yeah, I got knocked around, and there's still ups and downs, but we'll definitely talk about in my life because, yeah, it's not easy. And how am I going to do what I love? How am I going to make this dream a reality? I'm going to find a way to achieve those things. Mm-hmm. Whether it's one person listening or 1 million people listening or 10 million people listening. If I can enrich and inspire one person to live life to the fullest, I am my own hero. And I'm a hero in service to something bigger than myself.
I love it.
I told you I want to invite Ari up here to the treehouse to have a little conversation, which is what we do a lot of the times. But now we're going to record it, which is something new. But, we have some really inspiring conversations with each other that I think hopefully can spark some conversations amongst yourselves. All of this for me, I hope to enlighten, enrich, inspire you to live life to the fullest. I finally got her up to the treehouse. Drum roll. Well, let me get you coming up the stairs. This is the problem with being with a filmmaker. You're just like, what? Can I do this? She's like, honey, where's Ari? Babe.
Yeah.
Babe.
Can I come up now?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, God. Don't hit the camera equipment. We're so professional.
Professional outfit out here, babe.
Don't kick it. Don't kick the
Don't.
light, not the
It will
light.
fall
Oh,
over.
this is lovely. Hey. Sorry, everyone.
Oh,
I've been going no makeup lately.
You look amazing, babe.
Thanks.
Just FYI. You really do.
This is amazing.
You're amazing.
Let's party started.
Everything, in my opinion, goes back to the self. Being able to accept yourself for who you are, in all of your
And find peace.
and everything, every anxiety, fear, frustration, pain, sorrow, hope, joy, bliss, love, passion, those things. Once you can sit with yourself and accept them and go, yep, this is who I am, you can be a much more loving person to the world if you love yourself first. This has been my experience. I think most of it seems to root from there.
How do you live day to day not knowing? And maybe that's what's supposed to be happening right now. Maybe we all need to slow down. We're so used to the quick fix, right? We're so used to these things, getting the answers we need immediately, that we've forgotten how to live in the moment. It's scary. We all have mortgages or rent and insurance and food we have to put on the table, every single one of us. And again, at different degrees, but we all have to do it. And we're all shut down. And I'm trying to find the positives, going, you know what? I love this time with my family. I'm finding new things about my daughter. My daughter's finding new things about her. We're laughing about things that, well, we love it. We love it.
We love that time. I think more so than ever, you can't define this moment as a problem. It shouldn't just be defined as a problem. There's some other deeper positive meaning to this experience, like any other experience, whether you're fixing a broken wall or I was talking about unfinished business, which is, for example, sitting there. Not a problem. We're coming up with a better solution. I'll stay on point with a dream, even with my ADD. I'll try to.
Yes, and how this
stay on that
creates,
point.
because I also would like to flip around to how it makes you, to bringing the hero in you.
For me, I think it's actually a good topic, so thank you. Dreams, because that is how I've approached my life from day one. I am a creative person. I dream. I've used my imagination to manifest everything I have in my life. This very moment right here, as a matter of fact, it started with a dream. Yeah. Dream without determination and dedication is just a fantasy.
Ooh, that's good.
It's true. Look, everyone's got dreams, everybody's got hopes, but if you pepper that, let it drive you with a dedication, determination, now you've got something.
Ooh, those are really good D words.
Yeah, right there, triple D.
Yeah,
right there.
Dreams, dedication, determination.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna just
beautiful.
wrap it all in there into dreams. That's what sort of propels and drives the dream. And this is something inherently I've done my whole life, even as a kid. I've created imaginary worlds with train sets. I had what I would call a field of dreams literally next to my house. It was a field.
Wow.
And in that field, and depending on the season, I'm from Michigan, so in the spring, the Field of Dream literally was a baseball field. All the neighborhood kids, you'd yell like, and the neighborhood kids would come and play baseball. Look, it's great to have a dream, but if you don't believe it, I'll get into that in a second, because that is really what it takes to make a dream a reality. And I have a sign like this. I think it's we used to be in my dressing room at Days, tear. And now it's here in our home. But it's a matter of taking a dream and making it a reality. What does it take to get that done? And so back to the Field of Dreams. So and it was in the summer, I'd have a motorcycle track. In the winter, it was a snowmobile track, football field. I used to play Army Men with G.I. Joe. So yeah, I had a doll.
Oh, nice.
Another D. I always point this out as I talk. But I got to imagine, and this would sink into the hero, that I was G.I. Joe. I would create a mission in my head, in the field, in the grass, because it used to be 2-3 feet tall. There were weeds. Basically, when I say grass, it was a field of weeds and stuff. But I was G.I. Joe. I was in the jungle. I was going to rescue. I created a mission, had a beginning, a middle, and an end. So I've always sort of been a storyteller that way. Those are my childhood dreams, if you will. And every one of my dreams, if I had to reflect back, have been something that really feels implausible. I played Division II basketball. I did not get recruited. I was like, wait, I love to play basketball. I want to play. I asked the coach, let me train, let me do whatever I needed to do. Point being is, like, you are never going to make a Division II college basketball team.
Wow. That's
Right?
what you were told?
Well, that's how you.
That's how you
what you're
feel.
left to with the coaches, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute, we didn't recruit you. I don't know you. I don't know who you are. You weren't on our wish list of recruits around the country." I'm like, "All right, well, let me just practice and train with the team. If you don't like me, don't let me play. If I earn my stripes, then let me play." And I ended up having the fastest time in the 40. I had the highest vertical leap. Clearly, guys can jump, I can jump higher than me in a way, but my elevation from the ground to the tip of where my feet could go in the air was higher than anybody.
Oof.
Because I had another dream. I wanted to dunk, another D, the basketball.
Yeah.
What? You, some like white guy under 6 foot, you're gonna dunk the basketball? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Total determination. there.
Total.
Yeah.
The D, right? What we talked about. Total determination, babe. And so I was like, all right, and I did it. I dunked the
Wow.
basketball. I was able to dunk the basketball. I worked obsessively hard to make that dream a reality. Turns out, okay, basketball tryouts come. He's like, you know what? You've worked your ass off. You push my guys farther, harder. Your dedication, determination is something I want you to inspire in these other guys who are well more gifted than you. I didn't have that gift. I had to earn it. And I did. I said, great.
And you stood out.
And I stood out. And by
Yeah.
the way, I'm like, cool. He's like, by the way, you're not going to make the traveling team now. I'm like, cool. All good. I'm on the team. Let me do my job. Let me dedicate myself, discipline myself, and
Another D?
And do this. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. So again, almost another implausible dream. Now, going through college, got a degree, before I got my degree in marketing, I was acting and writing plays and doing all these sort of things. But where I come from, nobody says, look, you can't do that. That's a dream. That's not a reality. I'm from a working class family. Essentially in Michigan, you work for one of the big three or something that's related to the auto industry. I was like, cool, and I respect and love the people who do that. I got people still committed to those jobs. My brother delivers steel in Michigan, and I got more respect and admiration for how he structured his life wholeheartedly. I said, Dad, here's what I'll do. I promise you I'll get my degree in marketing. Got my degree in marketing, but I'm going to go pursue my dream in acting. Well, I got my degree in marketing, and then I went to pursue my dream in acting. And he was just like, wait a minute, what are you going to do? You're going to do, wait, we didn't,
That's not a way of life.
That's not a way of
That's
life.
not living.
That's a dream.
Yeah.
But that's what fuels me. I live on my imagination, not in it, to be different. Like some people go, they're going to live in their imagination, but they don't manifest it. Right?
True.
So
Or they get scared of it.
they get scared of it and they get worried, and I'm like, no. I'm going to live this dream. Had a bar job for a month after I got a degree in marketing. Left the next day for Chicago to pursue my dream. Took a bar job, for a month to sort of figure out how I'm going to pay some bills. And I was like, wait a minute, this is crazy. I'm working at a bar till 2 in the morning, cleaning up till 4 in the morning. Then I'm going to party till 6, 7 in the morning, and then I'm going to piss away my day, and then just kind of do it again. That's not living a dream. And I made myself pursue my dream solely, like how am I gonna make this happen? And it happened. I booked a job out of Chicago that took me to New York City. I got my big break in As the World Turns, so my dream, I'm getting closer to my reality. Had a wonderful experience in As the World Turns for 3.5 years. I said, you know what? Thank you for this opportunity, wonderful chapter in my life. I'm gonna take this dream further, and I'm gonna go to LA. And now I'm gonna pursue film and television. And I did. I came out to LA, took that dream, that vision, what I imagined in my head. I got knocked around, and there's still ups and downs, but we'll definitely talk about in my life, because it's not easy, and I'm probably at one of the more challenging times in my life, like many of you out there right now. How am I gonna do what I love? How am I gonna make this dream a reality when essentially nobody's hiring us? I don't mean this, it's not just me. I'm talking about us as a society, man. Like, we all set dreams in motion. We were like supposed to do something, and that dream somehow has got put on pause. It's not over, and people get, dejected, and you're like, this is just a pause button, man. Or at least like a slow motion, if you will. I wouldn't even say pause, because everything's gonna keep moving forward. Let me talk a little bit about ways in which we can take our dreams and manifest them into a reality. Because as an actor, this is all I've been trained to do for over 30 years, is to immerse myself in an experience, into a character, into a story, and make it as real and livable down to every cell of my being, joyfully, which I love. If I don't do that, any great actor, all my actor people out there, talk to me, let me know. Everyone has a different strategy for bringing that experience to life. But if I don't wholeheartedly believe that moment and immerse myself into this dream or into this story, you as an audience or anybody will go, you know what, I'm not buying that. I don't believe you. You're not authentic. You have to believe in your dream. Imagine it. Close your eyes, and with every fiber, immerse yourselves, embody it, whatever the word is for you. Use every power of every sense you have. And people talk about the 5 senses. I would take that one step further and elevate it to your 6th sense. You have to tap into that extra special place. It's in you, it's in me, it's in everyone out there, and we all have that unique gift. It is lying in there. And we a lot of times look outside of ourselves for the answer.
We now have skateboarders.
We got skate. Can we put? Yes.
If anyone's wondering what the rolling sound is,
add that to the list.
Add
Skateboarders.
that to the list.
Check.
But I'm glad everyone's outside, and enjoying. We got enough space in between everyone.
That's it. Until you get into that deeper sense of who you are, what you're meant to do, and imagine it to the point that you believe it. If you can imagine that you're in this experience, this thing that you imagine, this dream that you imagine, you really imagine it so deeply, so honest and truthfully, your mind, your nervous system, doesn't really know the difference between whether you're imagining it or whether you're really experiencing it.
When I was pregnant with Izzy and I was working on set, it was funny. I was crying. It's not funny. Well, it is funny. I cried almost every episode while I was pregnant with her, because they like to write pregnant women in, because they know how easily we can cry. But I would literally have an emotional scene, and I would hop right off and tell Izzy that Mommy's just kidding. I'm just kidding. La, 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 la. And then I go to a crying scene because I cry from the depths of my soul. I don't have that tear pocket that some actresses have, where they just, and cue, right eye, drop. I'm not that.
So true.
And anyone who's watched me sees my my entire face emotionally changed. But I do understand what you're saying, because your body doesn't know. It's chemically working. It's what it's supposed to be doing, because it's working in its natural phase. And so you're right, it doesn't know.
It's what I imagine. I have to believe it. And sometimes I've had so much belief, and I know you guys are out there, so much faith, and there's no answer.
Right.
You're like, what? And I've done this. I'm like,
maybe not supposed to be, and that's what you have to learn. Is
Yeah.
you have to just wait and be patient and be at peace until that answer is going to come when it's supposed to.
and it will come. But what? Faith is the belief of something that isn't there in front of you. You can't touch, taste, smell, right? So, and I've driven myself to tears sometimes, and madness. I'm like, I don't understand.
Right.
Why? I dreamt it. I believed it. I imagined it. And I'm sure you guys are out there. You know what? Dig deeper.
Well,
That's
you plant a seed, and then you have to let it go, and you have to let it grow.
And nurture it.
Yes.
Right? Like, look, I can go plant a seed tomorrow, and if it's not nurtured with sunlight, rain, soil, it isn't, it's not going to grow.
That's that tangible thing that you can at least envision going, this is how I have to wait for my dream to happen. And some dreams happen a lot faster, but they typically don't. I mean, I feel like these dreams, you have to allow the patience. You have to write them down and start to manifest them. Or if your dream is to get out of debt, now you have to imagine that the money's there. So that you're not using the word debt, because then your dream becomes the dream of debt.
You attract what you put into the universe, right? So if
Yeah.
I'm putting fear, anxiety, worry, frustration, anger into the universe, guess what I'm going to get?
Fear,
All the
anxiety. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right. Again, I want to circle that back around to, these are all things that I have experienced personally myself, all the things that you have experienced personally yourself. And unless you have that kind of experience, or allow yourself to get outside your box of pain, and a lot of us all have fears, pains, traumas. We've been abused emotionally or physically, and we have to get past that, and not, this was my biggest thing, is not bring it into my family, and not bring it onto my friends, and how to remove all of those things to find the peace and love in my heart, so I can focus on my dream.
That's right. It's all, and it's essentially, it comes down to a choice.
Yeah.
Right? We all have genetic predispositions. We all have a very unique circumstance that we were raised in, that we grow in. It's different than mine. It's different than yours. It's different than anyone else listening here. Completely different.
Right.
What we choose to do with that experience. Now, you look. You can hear. There's your Oprahs. There's plenty of unbelievable stories that you cannot believe what they endured as a child, but found a way to transcend that despair. We'll throw that D in there, right?
Yeah.
They were able to transcend that and do something so remarkable that no one could imagine, but one person did. Oprah imagined it. She dreamt it. Even if, and for anybody who's out there going, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this, just find a sense of peace, find a sense of calm, and imagine it. Because at the very least, you will have a sense of hope in that moment. Because you chose to focus and to your point, babe, to focus your energy on something that is positive, that is beautiful, that is great, your own personal greatness. Because we all have a unique gift, and we talked about this with Lux Soul in an interview probably a year ago, about everybody has a unique gift. And once you find that, and you're able to take that and transcend, I believe when we talk, everyone has a unique gift, a unique dream that's special to you.
So how does this bring you to being a hero too for yourself? Or let's go with, where do you plan on taking this? Because this is a part of your dream, and with everything you just answered, it's pretty revealing of how you've gotten to this place. But now, especially in light of the travel issues, it's going to change the business.
Yes, absolutely.
So I know you're sort of, I don't know if anyone's really prepared, but where do you feel like you're going to take your business now?
With all of the changes right now, and certainly the vision of Lux Soul Traveler was to explore the world and share those life enriching experiences with other people to get them to experience the world. That's the vision, right? And when I talk about luxury, it isn't just material wealth. Luxury is a state of mind. It is the way we perceive something, right? Like right now, time with family is a luxury,
Yeah, absolutely.
right? So it's just a matter of perception. It has nothing to do with monetary value. To your question on how does Lux Soul transition and transcend the current situation when you can't even travel?
Right.
So, right, okay, great. I'm a storyteller. I want to share the most soul-enriching experiences on the planet to get people to live their life to the fullest.
Ah, that's wonderful.
That is my heroic deed. The pillars of my life are this, and I've said this throughout most of my journey as an actor and as a human being, is to enrich, inspire, and entertain. To enrich my soul, to inspire others to live life to the fullest. Look, there's an element of entertainment. I've said this before, let's live, love, laugh. Let's be happy, right? That's what we do. You and I do that as artists, right? We take people on a journey, and ultimately, we hope it to be cathartic to some degree.
Right.
So people are enriched for watching us, even if it's escape. And that's what's been consistent from my life as an actor, moving into Lux Soul Traveler, is based on those principles, those three pillars of who I am.
And you believe that with,
Every
all your heart. Those are your dreams.
fiber of my being. And we're doing it,
Yeah.
right? Whether it's one person listening or 1 million people listening or 10 million people listening. If I can enrich and inspire one person to live life to the fullest, I am my own hero. And I'm a hero in service to something bigger than myself.
I love it. And I will just say this. Thank you so much, babe. Number one, for being an amazing part of my life as well. You are a hero and mentor to me in so many ways, helping me through my challenges in life, cooking for me, or else I would starve. And we've both put in a lot of work, not only in ourselves individually, but also into our relationship. So I really truly believe these conversations do help anyone who is willing to listen and has the desire to dream. So anything else that you want to wish our listeners with?
Live life to the fullest. Find ways to imagine, believe, dream, and manifest. It will happen. Hey.
That was fun.
Oh, it was so much fun.